Hey, Doug Upstone here for Vegas Pro Insiders Daily, and today is Tuesday, Halloween, October 31st. Hand out all that candy. I'll be doing some of that tonight while working on the numbers and see what we can accomplish. Speaking of accomplishments, we continue on our free pick. I just haven't clicked, on college football, and that's been somewhat true of my picks as well for VPID members. But 6-4 on the NFL, and for me personally, in terms of regular picks, 4-0 NFL last week. That takes me to a pretty strong move of late the last month. And as of today in the NFL, I am number 1 in win percentage at Capper's Monitor, at Capper's Watchdog. The last 30 days in the NFL, number 1. Not too bad. We'll take it every chance we get. So it's going along rather swimmingly on that. So we're going to try and continue to keep it up. If you'd like to become a VPID member, get my NFL picks and along with a ton of other stuff, $39.99 a month. It is going to cost you to get that. That's it, $39.99 a month. And you're going to get a ton of other stuff that's going to help you win every single time. You're going to be being able to take that cash and count it up. Just start flipping it. Okay, I'm not gonna oversell it here. Okay, I'll be honest with you. It's not my style. But the fact of the matter is that I got something going right now, and this is your opportunity to step in. From that standpoint, $39.99 a month is all it's going to cost you. Hey, let's talk about some college football, and at the end, I got something else to try and introduce maybe on that. So we're going to talk about some the upcoming games this weekend, what the line moves have been so far. Thursday night. Well, actually, tonight, the October 31st, we start the true Mac-a-thon with all these Mac games. They don't play one more game, the Mac does, on a Saturday. So we're gonna get a lot of Mac football the next month, so that's not a bad thing, except when we get crummy games like maybe Bowling Green and Kent State tonight. But besides that, okay, something to bet on, right? So Northern Illinois and Toledo, hey, that's going to be a game on Thursday night, and with that one, the winner probably is going to win their division, the West, the Mac West. Both teams are undefeated, so and they've faced off many times in recent years. Toledo opened up as a 10-point favorite, went down to 9, and the total, and because of that, because Northern Illinois is the better defensive team, at least I think there's a correlation here, the total went down from 58 down to 56, because Northern Illinois is being the superior defensive team. The under makes sense to me, and I'm going to throw out to you too that the Huskies are 13-3 against the spread when as a underdog of 7.5 to plus 14 points. 60% of bettors are on Northern Illinois at the present time. Hey, next up is Maryland and Rutgers, and you know what? Nothing, absolutely nothing says Big Ten football like Maryland and Rutgers, right? Nah, me neither. All right, the Scarlet Knights they've won twice already this year, and they're 4-1 against the spread, so that they've been pretty competitive by their standards. The Terrapins have lost their top 2 quarterbacks, but they're still getting the juice here, gone from a pick to -2 in this game. I don't know. Maryland does have the better athletes, but this might be a pretty good spot for Rutgers. 85% of the bettors are on Maryland at the moment. Southern Mississippi is at Tennessee. And if there is anything that could explain Tennessee's situation this season and the direction that they're going, it's this game. Southern Mississippi is 5-3 in Conference USA. Not exactly rolling it up. They're at Tennessee. Tennessee has fallen from -7.5 to -5.5. Wow. Okay. Take last week. They lost at Kentucky. Tennessee lost at Kentucky, which is one of their rivals, at least it's a regional rivalry, 29-26. And they lost despite the fact they had a +4 turnover margin. Butch Jones, see ya. Finish out your term. Bad news here. 67% of the people are on Southern Mississippi. Wisconsin, pretty dull effort last week against Illinois, don't you think? With that, they're going to be playing at Indiana, but bettors are on them. Moved them up from -9 to -11 in Bloomington, Indiana, where basketball is going to be starting very soon. The Hoosiers are 8-19 against teams that possess the ball for 32 or more minutes. That's not a good situation here. 90% of bettors are on Wisconsin. Sort of makes sense right now to me. Oregon in the Pac-10 is going to Washington. Now, Oregon, they won last week against Utah, but for the most part, they have not been the same since losing their starting quarterback, Justin Hebert. I think that's how you say his last name. Somebody from Oregon, let me know if I got that wrong. But anyways, they've had some problems. They haven't done real well. And the line on this game, Washington, blew up, -17 to -21. Just initial thought on this one, not sure that Washington's going to have a game because they got Stanford next week. I think the line adjustment might be a little bit high, offering the opportunity for Oregon to slide under. Right now, 80% of the people are on the same thought process as I am for this one. BYU finally won a game and covered a game at the same time. First time all season. Beating San Jose State, who's, worse than they are. I guess I don't know how else to put it. Fresno State in a stunner last week. Oh, geez, 20? I think it was 20-some against UNLV at home after winning 4 in a row, and I believe covering all 4 of those as well. People don't like where the Cougars are sitting on this one. +11.5 to +14.5 for them against Fresno State. Two ways to look at this. If you like BYU, I'd grab it right now. Okay, if you think Fresno State is a play, wait, have some patience. Number's probably going to come down some. 63% of the people are on Fresno State at the moment. Finally, let's wrap it up in the Pac-10. Arizona at USC. Boy, people are really down on USC. -10 down to -7 against Arizona. Now, Arizona, that quarterback that they have, Tate, he's been unreal. I mean, he's been the reason for their big change. Okay, and the winner of this game is perfectly positioned to win the Pac-12 South. So that's where we're at on this one. But Arizona, boy, that's out of nowhere this year. But hey, congratulations to them. They're just down the road here for me. Interesting that they've done so well. So I think that's very good. I just wonder about that Arizona secondary holding up against Sam Darnold. The key to the game is going to be turnovers, as it always is with USC. See how that plays out. Right now, 55% of the bettors are on USC at the present time. Now, I mentioned, let's see here, get one other little thing here for you. Something I'll just throw out there for you, a little extra college football. So people are looking at some picks. I know that has been on some people's agenda. So I'll throw some stuff at you. I'm not saying these are official picks. I'm not saying necessarily they're anything. I'm just saying that if you're looking at certain teams, watch your step because trouble might be lying ahead. Florida Atlantic, -9 at Marshall, or against Marshall. Marshall off a really bad loss. Florida Atlantic in an unfamiliar position. Clemson at NC State, -7. NC State got beat up by Notre Dame. NC State can all but win their division and knock Clemson out this week in the ACC. Something curious to think about. Central Florida, the lone undefeated team in the AAC, is -14.5 at SMU. SMU can score. We know Central Florida is the #1 scoring team in the country. Pressure get to Central Florida a little bit. We'll find out. And then lastly, I had mentioned Washington, -21 against Oregon. That might fit the bill as well. So, hey, that's everything I got for you today. Doug Upstone, for sure, on tomorrow, on Wednesday, we're going to have, besides NFL stuff, we're going to have some free picks guaranteed because I had just mentioned Northern Illinois and Toledo. So that I'll have a free pick on that one for you for Thursday as we go through. And I'm all but certain I'll have another one in the NFL, at least one not more than one, but one in the NFL for Thursday for you as well. So, hey, Doug Upstone here, Vegas Pro Insider Daily. Become a member. I'm hot in the NFL right now. Okay, this is your chance. Appreciate it if you did. All right, so that's what I got for today. I am out.